Fala, passando tudo, vocês vão ver um vídeo aqui de Back to the Future. E bom, galera, tava com saudade muito de trazer esse jogo aqui logo, pá, o episódio 3, 6, não sei, acho que é o episódio 6 agora, né? Então, já que esse episódio 6, eu vou contar, no último episódio a gente voltou no tempo 3 vezes. Caraca, mano, 3 vezes, isso é doido demais. E tô gravando esse vídeo aqui depois do meu aniversário, então você já sabe, tô gravando uns vídeos bem adiantado mesmo. Então é isso, eu só tô na tela de menu aqui, porque eu gosto de mostrar essa cena aqui, ó. Caso disso, então, no último episódio a gente parou aqui com Marte, né, com Maury, vou falar Marte agora, porque né, aqui é brasileiro. No último episódio a gente tava com ele aqui, né, e vambora, né, mas antes de realmente prosseguir sobre o jogo, vai deixando like, se inscrever no canal, inscrever o sininho e me segue no TikTok e no Instagram, tá toda na descrição e vambora, né. Depois desse vídeo eu vou gravar qual é o nome? O Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways, né? Só pra gente dar uma complementada aqui. E vamos falar com a Edna. Acho que é Edna, não é? Edna. Vambora. Onde que ele corre?
Pardon me, sir. From the way you're dressed and your general aura of seediness, I can infer only one thing. You're heading for Tannen's speakeasy. Am I right?
Sim.
Yeah. Can't you tell me the way?
Down. Straight down. The last stop before the inferno. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to stop you, but I beg you to tarry here a few more seconds and listen to my song. Me, 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 me. You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. What in heaven's name?
Oh, sorry, Miss Strickland. Just a little experimental prototype gone momentarily awry.
Mr. Brown, why is there a dog in that vehicle?
Why? Well, to advance the human condition, of course.
Achei que era o
Hello,
DeLorean.
Harry?
Harry? Mr. Callahan, what are you doing in that getup?
Motivação, estou com baixo de máscara. No visual.
It's just my new look. I'm trying to prove that you can dress like a gangster without being a gangster. You know?
How exciting! You'll have to give me an exclusive sometime. Right now, I've got some souls to save.
And you'll have to get an eyeful of my newest experiment.
You're not angry about the rocket drill?
Water over the bridge. I've moved on to bigger and better things. Come by the gazebo when you get a chance. I'll be setting up. You won't believe what Aini and I have been up to.
Famous last words. Alright. Now where's that speakeasy?
Tá descendo o bar, né? Mas vamos falar com o doutor, né?
Harry, you're just in time.
Como pode ter passado? Obrigado por cuidar do Ice. O que você tá fazendo? O que você tá fazendo?
What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but there'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world.
Como teu passado?
How have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes, that argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
Obrigado por cuidar do Einstein. Isso aqui é só pra conversar com ele mesmo, então, mas o destino é pra lá.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject. Almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More like decades.
Aha! Got it!
Got what?
I'll show you. Ready to go, Einstein?
Eita. Geo.
Watch this! When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
Einstein!
Oh,
Get him out of here!
not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace.
Vai ter que ajudar ele, quer ver?
See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing. I'll go see if I can find something to help. Or someone.
O destino era aquilo mesmo. Beleza, né? Já mostrou o destino. Vambora. Vamos correr lá. Cadê? Leilão de pensão.
Majestic arms. Transients welcome. Well, they don't get more transient than me and Doc.
Vamos lá, porta do pensão. Então o destino era aquele
Hey
mesmo.
Doc, how's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
Sobre a Trixie. Sabe? Ixi. Onde está o DeLorean?
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Beleza. E a Trixie?
I haven't really made any progress with Trixie yet.
Well, get out there and make some. If she doesn't blow the whistle on Kid tonight, he may never be brought to justice.
Beleza. Você está no parque.
Why didn't you tell me I'd run into your younger self tonight?
Because I don't remember being out here tonight. Clearly, your interactions with my younger self 2 months ago have slightly altered my personal timeline. I never had the nerve to perform public experiments like he's doing. No matter. Those experiments will be forgotten once I've seen Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Yes. Right now, my younger self is fiddling around down there with rocket propulsion systems for his demonstration at the expo.
The thing that'll kick off your scientific career.
Exactly. Now, the rockets are a horrible idea, and I'll soon realize that they'll never work. But eventually, I'll wander into that movie theater and see Frankenstein and clear my mind. I've kept the ticket stub from that movie in my wallet ever since. See?
Why?
Because it's during this movie that I'll have the inspiration for my breakthrough at the expo.
It doesn't have anything to do with reanimating the dead, does it?
Not the way you're thinking, no. But during that famous scene when Colin Clive turned the wheel that raised that shrouded figure into the tower, and that bolt of lightning struck, well, let's just say more than one brain was reanimated that night.
Legal. Salve o Einstein, seja no banco. Sobre o que de ter, Sou Einstein.
Emmett's not having much luck getting Einstein off the courthouse.
I'm not surprised. Einstein's a smart dog, but heights give him the willies.
What can we do?
I've got it.
What?
Just get my younger self distracted, and I'll handle the rest.
Tá, e o que tem, né?
Why are Tannins always such jerks anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Sobre o incêndio do bar.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
Beleza, vamos sair logo.
Just keep your head low, Doc. I'll be back soon.
I'll keep an eye out for your grandfather.
Shark, olha lá que massa. Acho que eu tenho que falar com o Dr. Brown mais jovem, né? E aí? Vamos lá falar com ele. Esse praticamente, viu, Rivale? Praticamente esse jogo aqui não tem muito, como é que fala, comentário pra falar, né? Porque tem muitas falas, né? Vou falar com o Emmett aqui.
Don't worry, Emmett. I'm sure you'll get it right someday.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm more concerned with Einstein.
Beleza. Faça uma pausa, que deu errado. O que há entre você e a Edna? Vou pesar isso aqui, hein?
What's up with you and Edna? A couple months ago, I could swear she was making goo-goo eyes at you.
That was before my father had her stay sober society meeting thrown out of our house. Now she takes every opportunity she can get to snipe at me and my work. It's very distracting.
Beleza. Já viu Frankenstein? Isso aqui é a última fala, então bora apertar de cima pra baixo.
Why don't you take a break from Einstein Patrol for a minute? Maybe go see a movie or something.
Thanks for the offer, Mike. When once Emmett Lathrop Brown sets his mind on a task, nothing can distract him from his purpose. And right now, that purpose is rescuing your dog.
Nós sabemos que a última opção é a última aqui, né? Mas vamos ver tudinho, né?
What went wrong with your rocket car?
I'm not entirely sure. As soon as we get Einstein down, I'm gonna go look for it.
Beleza. Quando seu carro for...
Why don't you go look for your car now?
And leave Einie stuck on a ledge? Never! Dogs are much more important than any silly rocket car. Especially one that doesn't work at all.
Beleza. Quem trouxe a Edna? Me fala sobre o Parker.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
My pop says he's a good cop when he's not drinking.
Good.
Of course, now I hear he drinks all the time.
Beleza. Me fala sobre a Trixie.
You know anything about Trixie Trotter?
The songbird of the Sierras? The nightingale of the north? The floozy of the foothills? Never heard of her. And I've definitely never snuck into Tannen's speakeasy to listen to her.
Beleza, vamos falar agora a opção verdadeira, né?
Have you seen that Frankenstein movie yet? I hear it's pretty inspirational.
Not yet. I've been so busy with my rocket car that I haven't found the time. But I'm planning on going tonight. At least I will once I get Einstein down.
Ai, não foi? Ah, você é besta.
Well, I'll go off and see if I can get some help.
You do that. I'll stay here and see if I can think of a way to get Einie off that ledge.
Esse aqui provavelmente vai ser o objetivo de salvar Einstein, quer ver? Entre no bar. Ah, bom. Estava bom. Quero ver esse aqui, moço. Aí.
Don't touch those. They're very sensitive.
Sorry.
Nem trisquei, doido. Vamos passar por aqui? Tem. Não vou falar com ela. Ou falo. Deixa eu falar com ela.
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
O que você tá fazendo? Tá fazendo.
What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
Saving people from alcohol, vice, and disorder. And also keeping a lookout for hot stories. You'd be surprised how much news breaks on this corner.
Beleza. Você com alguma matéria?
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
História pra você.
I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
Tendo preso. Ixi, mas esse cara nem foi preso ainda. Jovem cientista abandona com o telhado. O McFly retorna. Saga. Ixi. Ah, bora falar do Arthur, né?
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
Ah, então por que você falou então na matéria? Falar pra você. A música é legal.
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
Não, tô brincando, vai.
Sure.
Tem
I
dias
knew if I
autorais,
waited
filho.
long
Já é.
enough, somebody would request it. You
Ave
say you've
Maria.
lost your self-respect, but you should care. It's not too late to redirect and start to care. Don't despise the good and pure. Time to rise up from the sewer. Wash off all that foul manure. Show the world you care. You should care. You should care what people think of you. Of goals that you could name, reclaiming your good name is what you ought to do. You should care. You should care. If your reputation is in disrepair, it's not going to hurt you to reclaim your virtue, for you should care.
Ave Maria.
Catchy.
You really think so?
Foi uma porcaria, filho.
It's got a good hook to it.
One needs a good hook if one is fishing for souls.
Ave Maria, foi uma merda. O que é entre você e Emily?
What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kinda interested in him.
That was before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called laboratory.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating?
Dating? The mere thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno-anarchist is preposterous.
Não sei não, hein. Sei não, hein. Nossa, é muita pergunta, meu Deus do céu. Vamos lá.
What's Kid Tannen been up to for the last 2 months?
Didn't you hear? It was in all the papers.
I've been, traveling.
Well, the feds were all set to arrest Tannen on tax evasion charges. Seems they'd gotten Tannen's books from his accountant.
I heard something about that, yeah.
Well, the accountant disappeared, unsurprisingly. But the feds still thought they had a case. After all, they still had the books, right?
Right.
Wrong. The day before the trial, the books up and vanished right out of the court's evidence locker.
No.
Lots of fingers were pointed, but honestly, the whole town's so corrupt that it could have been anyone. Court clerks, cops, janitors.
Não pode admirar os gráficos aqui, mano. Nossa senhora. Deixa eu ver. Kit de calor. Beleza.
The kid's walking around free?
Free, clear, and laughing it up in his new speakeasy. The feds want to bring a case up against him, but without those books, they've got nothing.
Beleza, nossa, muita coisa. Você é louco, moço.
Couldn't Kid be brought up on other charges like, say, running a speakeasy?
In a perfect world, yes. But no one in town seems to care about prohibition anymore. The feds are only interested because of the lost tax revenue.
Tá bom, é muita coisa pra perguntar, né? Ah, não, já tá acabando já. Vamos lá.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
Parker? Just another soul lost to the twin vices of booze and despair. I've asked him to tell me his story for my column. Sort of a cautionary tale, but he's never in the mood to talk to me.
Ó, essas falas aqui é tipo um extra, mas eu só tô aqui pra complementar logo o jogo, sabe? Só é pro objetivo principal, que é entrar no bar, né? Só pra deixar o jogo completinho mesmo. Deixa eu ver, me contou Parker, me contou Trixie.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Trixie Trotter, would you?
Kid Tannen's latest conquest? Well, she claims to be a lounge singer from Seattle, but my sources in Washington have never heard of her. I mean, honestly, Trixie Trotter, what kind of name is that?
Beleza. Quanto aos... Ah, isso aqui mesmo.
Whatever happened with that speakeasy arsonist?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Me?
Don't play coy with me. I may not have any journalistically acceptable proof, but I know you had a hand in Carl Sagan's daring escape from the authorities.
Ah, essa mulher é curiosa, hein? Segue inocente.
Didn't you think that Sagan was innocent?
I used to, but after he escaped, 2 more speakeasies were torched in Colfax and Georgetown.
That's just a coincidence.
Coincidence? Or is our friend Carl a serial arsonist?
Eu ia falar que você... Sobre você e os
What you
cães.
got against dogs, anyway?
They're smelly, rude, completely unable to take care of themselves, and frankly, they're not very bright. If I had my druthers, dogs would be banned from public places.
Harsh.
It's a harsh world, Mr. Callahan.
Beleza, já falando demais com essa velha já. Vambora.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Beleza. Vamos entrar no bar logo, objetivo principal, né? A gente não é besta. Cadê? Ó, o bar tá diferente. Aqui eu tô no fundo do negócio. É aqui mesmo.
Who sent you?
Ulysses S. Grant.
What did you bring me?
Meat and potatoes.
What's the word?
Words are for wimps.
Ah, malandro. Agora já sabemos. Vou só ler esses aqui mesmo. Esses letras de lixo. Eu?
Ew.
Tá bom, né? Cerca, né? Caixas.
Cabbage crates. Must be for the soup.
Beleza. É uma coisa que a gente sabe que é o objetivo é na porta. Beleza. A Trixie Trotter. Acho que é Trotter. Coisa aqui. Posters.
Hoover 28. A chicken in every pot. How's that working out, Herbie?
Agora vamos lá pro time principal. E falar a cena.
Who is the king of Cyan?
Ih, caramba. Achei que ele fala sozinho. Oh. Vixe. Eu não lembro. Oh, caramba. Chevron. Ah, esse aqui mesmo.
You're on.
Miss Bosch, take a hike, squirt. Who told you to come here? The auxílio de Joe Piscopo. Who told you to come here? Ah, é difícil, né? Doris Day? Eu não lembro, eu não prestei atenção. Who died and made you boss? Bruce Springsteen? Credo, esse é o João... Who gave you the right to knock on my door? Chefe... Boss Hog? Hog. Who died and made you boss? Chefe Hog... Ah, vai ser aqui, quer ver? The old gray mare? Vou repetir isso, quer você repetir isso? Who told you to come here? Repetir isso, quer ver? Could you repeat that? Who told you to come here? Putz. So... Am I? Ué, mano. Who gave you the right to knock on my door? Vamos de cima pra baixo. Vamos primeiro, vamos segundo agora. Who died and made you boss? Digo de vacina, palavradores. Doris Day? Tá difícil aqui, né? Entra no bar, sério? Who told you to come here? Tá bom, já sabe que é come here, quer ver? É difícil, né? Ah, vai, chefe. Boss Hog? E agora?
É outro cara. Agora presta atenção.
Told you about this place.
Place to call to my travel agent.
What's the big idea?
Stitch in time saves 9.
Settle down, mister. Why don't you wait outside and take a nap?
Napkin, please. I've made a mess.
Ih, fodeu. Ah, eu fui errado. Não vou decorar isso tudo nada.
Who gave you the right to knock on my door?
Eu sou a polícia, doido. Tô brincando.
Episcopal?
Não vou sair daqui, não.
Is the king of Cyan?
Jogo fiscal.
Episcopal?
Ah,
Who said you were worthy?
digno. Aqui.
The old gray mare?
What will you do tomorrow?
Lê um livro, tô brincando. Invasão, Rajas, ali com seu chefe. Repete isso aí.
Could you repeat that?
What will you do tomorrow?
Eu vou fazer amanhã? Amanhã eu remar meu barco.
Row my boat?
Where did you come from?
Onde eu vim? Vim da Rússia, tô brincando. Onde eu vim? Rio Vale. De onde eu vim? Putz. Vim da Rússia.
From Russia. With love.
Welcome to L Kid, sir.
Aê! Ô, foi difícil essa porcaria, hein? E bom?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to once again present the hottest little number this side of the Rockies. And when I say my pleasure, I think you all know what I'm talking about, am I right? So let's have a big L Kid welcome for the one, the only, Trixie Trotter.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Out of my way, kid. I got some sorrows to drown.
I am my own superintendent. My star is on
Nossa, tem a polícia?
That's why I don't care. I don't care.
Beleza. Desculpe porque a Trix não vai trair o Kid. Mas...
Hey, take a hike, Squirt.
Ah, nem vou falar com o Kid, nem vou falar com ele.
Hey, bartender.
What'll it be?
Dá uma bebida.
I'll have a drink.
What's your poison?
Pets. On second thought, forget it.
Suit yourself.
Minhas criaturas.
So about this, portrait gallery of yours.
What about it?
What's it all about? Who are those guys?
The caricatures hanging along the wall of honor commemorate those who are no longer with us on account of having ticked off one Irving Kid Tannen.
They're the guys the kids killed?
Well, of course not. They're just a bunch of guys that Kid didn't particularly like, and that at a later date turned up dead. It's what do you call it? A circumstantial coincidence. Yeah.
Legal, legal. Você tá
What are
desenhando?
you drawing?
Another celebrity caricature.
You drew those?
Prohibition ain't gonna last forever, bub. I gotta have a skill I can fall back on when all this goes away.
Me desenho?
Think you could do a caricature of me?
Sure.
levar pro futuro, é claro, né? Que a gente não é besta.
Presto!
That really doesn't look like me.
I didn't have much to work with.
Viu, Visual Parker?
Looking for a cop named Parker.
Then this is your lucky night. He's sitting next to you.
Tá, o destino é falar com Parker, que é ele.
Him?
Yep. Quite a sob story, that guy.
Sob story.
Oh, yeah. Job troubles, dame troubles, psychiatric troubles, you name it. You get him in the right frame of mind, he'll talk your ear off about him.
Beleza, me fala sobre a Trixie.
What can you tell me about Trixie?
You trying to put the moves on kids, dame?
No way.
Good, because if you did, I'd probably be hanging you on the wall of honor. Know what I mean?
Beleza. Sobre você.
So is your cold all better?
My cold?
Yeah, when I saw you a few hours ago, you were sneezing like crazy.
Mister, I ain't had a cold in over 2 months.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Wrong guy.
Beleza, vamos sair daqui.
Thanks for the talk.
Next time, order a drink. This ain't no library, you know.
Eu só pedi. Pera, eu vou pedir pra ele.
What?
Ah, tem como pedir nada não? Ah, deixa.
Talk to you later.
Hey, look, a paying customer.
Beleza, a Trixie.
Excuse me, are you Trixie Trotter?
That's what it says on my dressing room door. At least it would if I had a dressing room.
Ixi, eu tive que falar com um policial lá, né? Depois fala com ela.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
She's supposed to turn on Kid Tannen tonight? Okay, Doc, if you say so.
Beleza, beleza. Vamos falar com ele, falar com o chefe aqui.
Hey, I know you. You're...
Parker. Oscar Danny Parker. Hill Valley PD. Have we met? You look familiar.
Nah.
Well, stranger, sit down and have a drink on me.
Beleza. Para de beber.
I hear
Problemas?
you've been having troubles.
Troubles? Buddy, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Ih, tá carente.
Do I? Do I? Yeah, I do. Listen, it all started when this car...
Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money.
Tomara que essas músicas não tenham direitos autorais, pelo amor de Deus. Já tomei uma no último vídeo já.
Now,
Do
about
Back to
those
the
troubles.
Future.
I don't want to wallow in misery. I came here to get happy. Hallelujah!
Tá doidão. Quantos seus problemas?
So about those troubles.
Troubles? Ha! I don't want to talk about all that depressing
Hey.
stuff. I want a party! Whee!
Tá bebão, é?
Shouldn't you be arresting Tannen?
For what?
Well, for running a speakeasy, for one thing.
Well, I like this speakeasy. So there. Besides, if I arrested him, I'd have to arrest you and me and everyone else in here. And that's just way too much work for one little cop like me.
Tá bom, hein? Para de beber,
You
doido.
be drinking so much on duty?
Probably not, but this joint ain't open when I'm off duty.
Ah, beleza.
See you later, Danny.
Foi inútil falar
I'll
com
be
ele.
here.
I'm supposed to get this guy to arrest Kid Tannen tonight?
Eu não falo com a Trixie. Por que o parque nega fazer os trabalhos? Ixi, sei lá, ué.
Trixie?
Yeah?
What's a nice gal like you doing with a guy like Tannen?
Kid ain't so bad. He just takes some...
Hey, Toots, any chance you could sing that can number? The guys really love the way it shows off your, assets.
Whatever you say, kid.
And quit lazing around. I ain't paying you to yak with the drunks.
Ah, vai embora, Deus.
You ain't paying me at all, you bum. What were we talking about again?
O que você fica com o Kid?
You were telling me what a great guy Kid is.
Yeah, I guess he is a pretty crummy boyfriend. But until my insurance policy checks out, I guess I'm stuck with him.
Insurance?
Yeah. Look, I may not be the brightest bulb in the marquee, but even I know you don't break up with a creep like Kid without something to keep him from going all crazy on you.
Ixi. Vamos lá.
What's this insurance policy all about?
Are you kidding? There's only one person I trust with my secrets. But I ain't seen him in weeks.
É o Arthur.
McFly.
Ih,
Artie McFly.
sabia.
You know him?
Not as well as I thought.
Before he took a powder, Artie was tutoring me in all sorts of stuff. Etiquette, philosophy, accountant. He's a regular Renaissance man. He even had one of those smart guy professor's pipes, see?
Can I borrow this?
Sure. I've been secretly working on my get-out-of-kid card for weeks now. But Artie's the only one I trust to check my work. You can't be too careful when you're dealing with a maniac like Kid, you know?
Eita. Entregar o quê? Vamos lá.
Hey, you can trust me. Come on, what's the dirt you got on Kid?
Nix on that. I ain't spilling nothing till I talk with Arthur F-L-Y.
If I arrange a meeting with Artie, could you use that insurance of yours?
Use it. Heck, if what I'm sitting on pans out, I could send that bozo all the way to the big house.
I'll see what I can do.
Difícil falar com ela. Sobre o mural da fama.
Nice caricatures up there, huh?
Yeah, Zane's an ace cartoonist. But it's kinda hard for me to look at all those faces knowing the guys they belong to are all 6 feet under.
Bela voz.
I really like your voice.
Thanks. You should hear me when I ain't so under the weather.
You're sick?
Oh yeah, sore throat. That's why I'm giving Cue Ball so many extended solos tonight.
I kinda wondered about that.
Legal. 60 pedidos. Agora somos.
Do you know Sister Christian?
I don't do religious tunes.
Eu não queria falar isso aqui não, mas não, deixa. Gosto dele não.
I don't care. What are those? Are they lyrics for one of your songs?
I haven't memorized them yet.
Beleza.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
Vamos ver o que ele deu pra nós. Cachimbo do Arthur.
Grandpa Artie's pipe. You know, I could barely remember Grandpa from when I was a kid, but this smells like him.
Vai.
Heavy.
A gente conseguiu isso aqui, ó.
Do I really look like that?
Revolve em isqueiro.
In gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti. You know, a cigarette lighter shaped like a gun seems like a really bad idea.
Beleza, aqui a gente nunca consegue, né? Essas palavras que eu não consigo nada não. Aqui. Cadê o livrinho dele? Tá bom, né? Beleza, vamos lá no microfone.
Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans. Maybe not.
Hey, I do the singing round here.
Entendi a referência. Os minutos de vídeo ainda tá mais ou menos, né? Vamos tentar progredir alguma coisa nesse vídeo aqui.
Hey, back off, kid. I'm trying to entertain some people here.
Ó, ladrão. Foto, música irada, música triste, muito secreta. Muito secreto, vai. Foi certo? ou não?
Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Secrets are for sharing love, they're not meant for blaring love. Whisper in my ear, so no one can.
Tomara que não dê direitos autorais, que eu não tô lascado. Tá. Por que Parker nega fazer seu trabalho? Sei lá, cara. Como é que eu vou saber? Vamos lá, vamos tentar falar com ele. Acho que tem que falar com ele.
Danny.
Os problemas, vamos lá.
So about those troubles.
I'm not really in the mood to talk about them right now. I just want to drink and listen to.
Beleza, ouvi a Trixie. Acho que vamos trocar por música.
Later, Danny.
Música triste. Vamos colocar música triste ali. Colocar aí, ele fica triste e pode contar as coisas. Ah, música triste, cadê? Aqui. Azul de choro. Cortamos mesmo, tá nem aí. Mano, do nada ela para e canta de novo, tá bom, né? Vamos lá falar com ele. Vou esperar a cutscene. Aí, tá triste mesmo. Bora lá falar com ele. Agora que vai dar certo, eu acho. Eu acho, né? Vamos lá.
Danny. So about those troubles.
It all started on
acertei.
June 14th. I was chasing down one of Tannen's boys when this car, straight out of Buck Rogers, popped up out of nowhere and ran my car off the road.
No.
Then later I lost track of a witness. The poor schlub hasn't been heard from since.
That wasn't your fault.
And then, to top it off, I somehow managed to lose custody of an 80-year-old arsonist. When not one, but two of those godforsaken space cars showed up and whisked him away.
That's unbelievable.
That's what the chief said. Demoted me on the spot. My family sent me to a psychiatrist because they thought I was seeing things. And worst of all, my gal Betty left me. Because she thinks I'm a bad provider and a head case.
Betty? As in Jennifer's grandma Betty?
What?
Listen, Danny, it's really important that you get back together with Betty.
Ah, that ship sailed. What the heck with her? I got a little secret that'll set me up with women twice as classy as Betty will ever be.
Beleza. Sobre aquele segredo.
You got a secret? What is it?
I don't think I should tell you. When I'm sad like this, I don't think straight. But listen.
Yes?
I like you. You're my new best friend.
Ih, carente. Beleza. Pega o Tannen.
Shouldn't you be arresting Tannen?
For what?
Well, for running a speakeasy, for one thing.
Ah, não, mas você já sabemos já.
So there.
Tá, e agora? Ele já falou essas palavras já. Vamos tentar sair? Espera aí, se esse merda parar de falar. Para de beber. Vamos tentar parar de beber?
You know, drinking that much is really bad for your health.
What are you, my mother?
More like future grandson-in-law.
What?
Never mind.
Beleza,
See you
beleza.
later, Danny.
I'll be here.
Vamos ler aqui o objetivo. Acha o parque para encontrar o segredo. Pera, o quê? Tá, mas ia ser difícil de contar o segredo, né?
Danny.
You.
So about that secret.
I don't think I should tell you. When I'm sad
Quando eu estou triste, não consigo pensar direito. Então deixa ele feliz então.
Yes.
I like you. You're my new best
Beleza, agora já sabe o que fazer. Beleza, beleza.
See you later, Danny.
Vamos colocar uma música feliz. Uma agitada. Que eu vi lá, né? Se é feliz ou agitado vai ser um dos dois. Ficando uns minutos de bom de vídeo já, hein? Música irada, música secreta, música alegre, vai. Aí tá ficando feliz já. E ele vai cantar de novo, quer ver? Essa música já tocou, não já? É, tá feliz, tá feliz. Bora lá, aproveitar com um tempinho de vídeo já.
Danny.
You.
So about that secret.
Secret? Who cares about secrets when we're having so much fun? Woohoo!
Você falou que ia ficar feliz.
Danny.
I'll be here.
Ah, te falar, hein? Então é música irada, então. Ou secreta, não sei. Música irada. Vamos lá. Eu não me importo, música irada, vai. Eu queria ver essa mesmo. Ou vai ter que fazer tudo de novo. Se fazer tudo de novo é difícil, né? Essa música não é irada, não. Mas canta bem mesmo. Não gostou? Ixi, tô nem aí, mas mesmo se eu falar com ele.
Danny.
You.
So about that secret.
I'm not telling you nothing.
Ah, tomar, hein? Tá, tomar, hein?
See you later, Danny.
I'll be here.
Vai acabar sendo música secreta, você duvida? Vai ser triste, secreta e feliz. Quer ver? Já tem uns 40 minutos de vídeo já. Vamos lá, música triste de novo. Ah não, mas se colocar música triste ele vai contar a questão tudo de novo, vai demorar. Ixi, quer ver? Vai acabar sendo música secreta, eu acho. Tá, se demorar de novo, eu corto, não tem problema não. Eu que vou sofrer mesmo aqui nesse.
Danny.
You.
So about that secret.
I don't think I should tell you. When I'm sad like this, I don't think straight. But listen.
Yes.
I like
Vamos colocar música secreta. Vai acabar sendo secreta, você
my new
duvida?
best friend.
Vamos lá, música secreta.
See you later, Danny.
I'll be here.
Nossa, eu tô igual o bambolê. Indo lá pra cá. Já dá uns 42 minutos de vídeo já. Música secreta, cadê? Aí acaba sendo a opção, não me importa, quer ver? Não, eu acho que vai ser esse aqui, não sei. Vamos ver.
Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Secret Secrets are for sharing love. They're not meant for blaring love. Whisper in my ear. So no.
Beleza, sai dele, sai, bora. Não quero ficar 1 hora aqui de jogo, não. Ó, ele olhar diferente. Vamos ver. Bora.
Danny.
You!
So about that secret.
Oh yeah, my secret. Well, you're my pal, so I can tell you, but don't let it get out. I've been working for Tannen for over a month.
Wow.
It's true. All I gotta do is look the other way while evidence is getting destroyed or a truck full of gin is coming across the county line, and Tannen makes sure an extra bunch of bills makes their way into my pay envelope. Great deal, huh?
Eita, vamos falar assim, bora.
Yeah, you're a rat.
What's the problem? People need to drink, right? As long as no one's getting hurt, why shouldn't Daniel J. Parker make a few bucks on the action?
Qual das do McFly?
What about Artie McFly?
Hey, Artie.
Hasn't he been missing for 2 months?
That's true, and all signs point to a Tannen job. Oh God, I've made a horrible mistake. I thought if I could get my hands on some money, that Betty'd take me back. But when she finds out what I'd done, she'll never even talk to me again. What have I done?
Aí o povo olhando. Você se recomponha, rapaz.
Danny, pull yourself together. It's not so bad.
Not so bad. I'm a corrupt cop who's lost his only chance at true love. How's that not so bad?
I guess now I know why you won't arrest Tannen. You're working for him.
Bingo!
Para de beber,
You know,
rapaz.
drinking that much is really bad for your
Ah
health.
não, mas esse aqui vai falar a mesma coisa.
My mother?
More like future grandson-in-law.
What?
Never mind.
Tá, esse daqui para de beber não adianta nada não.
Hang in there, Danny.
Oh God.
Beleza, né? Vamos ver o objetivo. Convença o Parker a fazer o trabalho dele. Beleza, eu vou fazer esse Parker conversar, fazer o trabalho, na verdade, no próximo vídeo, porque já tá ficando um tempinho já legal, já uns 43, 4 minutos já. Então é isso, não esquece de deixar o like, se inscrever no canal, fazer o sininho e me segue no TikTok, no Instagram. E vamos lá, o próximo jogo, na verdade o próximo vídeo é o Resident Evil 4, que é o Separate Ways, né? Então valeu, falhou!